Hello everybody, welcome back to our video. And today we're going to be starting a new series on Untitled Kaiserreich. So, last series we played as Brazil. It was a fun series. We defeated La Plata, conquered Bolivia. Well, Bolivia did magically appear again. But after that we just started fucking around in the last episode, the finale, where we just used console commands to speed things up and get my objective I want to. Now I know during that series I said that I wanted to, like, as Brazil, conquer all South America and then get into like these areas and start conquering maybe the Mexicans and maybe even the United States. But the problem with that was that the game was chugging like all hell. Like, seriously, the game was just going like 3 times slower than usual on speed 5, so it was really just boring. But anyways, today we're going to be playing as, or in this series we're going to be playing as the Dominion of India. Now somebody asked in my comments today actually to play as one of the guys in India, and I'm going to comply. First things first, we're going to get on the go ahead and get on the Afghani border, simply because I know this game already. They will declare war on themselves. Or the Afghanis will declare war on you, no matter what. We have barely any production, but whatever. I'll be developed economy. The nation is largely agrarian in nature, with many of its agricultural methods long outdated. We have power of the princes. The Dominion of India was only able to remain in government thanks to the royalty of the northern princes. They share power with the government, but it's a difficult and archaic process that involves a great deal of waste. Probably going to be able to get rid of that then, I guess. I hope. Unify India. Of India. So the new economy will probably get rid of underdeveloped economy. That was right about that. Where's the thing to get rid of that princely thing? Or maybe we'll always have that. I mean, hold on. Power of the princes, daily political power, cost, national unity and division organization. Yeah, it's kind of bad, but whatever. So we are playing as Dominion of India. Soon we're going to get... Oh, nope, I made a mistake again, but... Always make that same mistake. Just wasn't the first thing I see. You get construction. And of course... basic mechanical engineering. We're going to go ahead and start building some civilian factories, of course. And they're a very small country. You might be wondering what the hell happened here. You're going to see that. Oh, goddamn, we need artillery. Are you fucking sure? Who the fuck is using artillery? 52, it's the ones with artillery. Well, I guess we need to build artillery then. You know what? Can we ask for Lend-Lease? Request Lend-Lease? Nope. We must be at the wall for that. Well, as soon as we're at the wall, I'm going to request Lend-Lease no matter what. Good jungle rat in charge of that beautiful portrait. I'm going to go out. You want to remove faction joining limits? What? What is this? You want to ignore the law of KR? You want to be okay, so you want to ignore the law of Kaiserreich. You want to defy hundreds of years of history. You want to break the cosmos. Well, if you want to see, we won't stop you. Open the game console type event KR political 38 and we will be able to join factions to your heart's content. If you use this, there will be bugs and crazy AI behavior. Please don't report bugs you find in this mode. If you like this, use you head into the game files, go to action, then no faction join limits. Okay, so I'm going to steal that. I just wanted to see what that was. Great job. I know I always do I wouldn't know everything, but I only inform you about the major events. Because I already seen everything. Problem is, of course, about our nation is that we barely have any fucking infantry equipment. No popularity. Delhi's darkest hour. Delhi government is a self-proclaimed legal successor state of the British Raj, yet within its borders different fractions vie for power. The progressive Rajas and its bourgeoisie are content with authoritarian dominion status, but radical nationalists and independence activists are still calling for the expulsion of the British. Tensions are running high inside the Red Fort as well as in the nation's central parliament. To the north, the Afghans watch our every move, while the decadent southern princes in their so-called federation plot our downfall. To the east, the syndicalist scum of the Bariata commune may well succumb to totalism, posing a huge threat for our nation. Reform is necessary, otherwise we will be wiped off the face of the planet. The British will have failed to rule India just like Alexander, the Mughals, and all others that have come before them. Have faith in the Maharaja and the King Emperor. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna have to pause for a second because I need to go do something. Okay, so we're back. Remember, this is Raj. Okay, a curious mix of princely states and old British colonial administration. Delhi is governed by the Welsh Greek hero Maharaja Ganga Singh and his government of Raj administrators and northwestern native princes. However, it has been a decade since the revolution threw India into anarchy, and it has become painfully obvious that the need for reform is dire. For God, Emperor, and India! For God, Emperor, and India. That's right. We do have some shit we can do, but this is interesting. Preparing for the final struggle, continue preparation for the final struggle. Fortify the princely border, fortify the passing of King George V. Oh no. The ousted King of Britain, George V, finally succumbed to the illness that had plagued him since the revolution swept through the home isles. As the head of government, as the head of state of the domain of India, Delhi, his death will certainly cause trouble among the competing faction of the former Raj. But for now, the Chamber of Princes will head a regency until the coronation of his son Edward. Very well. I'm just prepared for the second, these guys to attack me again. See, I'm just gonna march across that border without any trouble because there is apparently the entire army is just sitting in these two provinces over here in Quetta. I already know this name of this province for some reason. Don't ask me why. I'm legit going to just march into their fucking country. What is this now? Light tank. What am I even? Oh my! I'm not going to use one of my thingies for fucking light tanks. What am I using light tanks for? Let me guess. It's just a random. How many people are using this? Which one of you is using Which one of you is using tanks? There's a mess, but I'm just... There we go, we found them. Who is this? The 1st Bahawalpur infantry, okay. Okay, 1st Bahawalpur infantry. There he is. Oh, this is the dude. That has... No. Oh, goddammit. Well, oh, this one. It's 2 1st Bahawalpur infantry divisions. So this one's using the template with tanks in it. So I'm just going to change your templates to infantry. There you go. Get your shit together. Now, of course, my army isn't great, but I've checked all the other people. What's this? Oh, fucking hell. What did I tell you? They declared war on me, for fuck's sake. Are you fucking retarded? This fucking AI, the fucking thought process of this fucking game is retarded. Afghanistan invades, seeing a moment of weakness following the death of George V. Afghanistan has invaded. This is not the first time they have done this. As following the Welsh Creek, they attacked and stole the cities of Peshawar and Quetta. Must protect the Dominion. Jai Hind. We'll drive back these dogs and reclaim our lands. We won't be driving back. We'll just be driving around them. The 5th Anglo-Afghani War. Go. Go across those rivers. Okay, got that. There we go. I mean, my army is not much, but I checked the other guys, like the other few thingies that there are. They're like the other 3 nations around me. The Princely Federation, the Bariatric Army, not doing much better. Neither of us 3 have guns to shoot people with. Shall we just run around them? We march to Kabul. The death of Pius XI. Oh no, anything but Pius XI. Anything but the fucking Pope. I'm so unhappy about the Pope dying. You've taken Kabul, so you should. Apparently they haven't fallen yet, so apparently they're ready to head out, which is also a thing that I haven't seen yet. 5th Anglo-Afghani War victory. Among Khan's ambition of furthering Afghan influence in India has been crushed. The troops of the Dominion have crossed the Durand Line, retaken the lost northwest frontier provinces and the city of Peshawar and Quetta, whilst threatening Kabul itself. You've taken Kabul, not threatened it. The Afghan state is in complete disarray and the populace begging for peace. We should at least take back our core provinces, but any further military actions would be politically costly. Setting up a puppet government would work as well, but that would require just as much political capital. We should push no further. After all, Afghanistan is the graveyard of empires. We should set up a puppet government so you change the royalty of the Afghans. Or we must write a password. When was that? Almost to Kabul. Well, our national unity is already very low. Power of the Princes, Chamber of Princes. Oh, that's just because of how our thingy works. When has that failed? Almost to Kabul. Does anybody live in these provinces? Yeah, there are quite a bit of people live in these provinces. So, well, we must try to pacify the Afghans. When has that ever failed? Almost to Kabul. There we go. Let's go almost to Kabul. I mean, we've already taken Kabul, but I just want to take as much as possible because that's good. The New Economy Act. Expand the Indian rail network. Yeah, sure. Militarization of Altenia. Okay. Again, if you want to read these events that I've already read in previous thingies, you can go ahead and do it. I don't care. I mean, the thing is, I've already read all of these little thingies, all these events in previous series, so it kind of gets repetitive over time. There we go. Dominion of India is now a lot bigger, and we've conquered these fuckers. Once and for all. And we've also taken 2 more military factories. Oh my. We need 10 steel, so we'll get it from the Russians, I guess. Yeah, Russians. Get it from the Russians. Well, as I sit a little bit better on my chair, for fuck's sake. I believe, do we have the biggest army over here? So 1532, looks like we're about all the same size, and apparently I have a naval dockyard that I'm using. Start building some convoys. Whatever, I don't care. What else is this? Madeira. Madras. I don't know what the fuck you are, but you look fucking fabulous there, lad. You look like a fabulous motherfucker. Now, the Imperial Durbar of 1936. Still in 1911, in honor of the late George V, the Imperial Durbar was a massive event celebrating the coronation of the new British monarch, as well as a moment for important proclamations regarding the new state. Now, with Afghanistan defeated by Indians and the British Empire still in danger, many expect the new monarch, Edward, to have his powers further weakened by an empowered legislature. However, he is still seen as a uniting entity among the disparate ethnic, cultural and religious groups that make up the subcontinent. Hail Edward, King Emperor of India. So becomes leader of the Social Conservative Party. Hail Edward VIII, and his Viceroy of India, Maharaja Ganga Singh. So can you get the king in charge? Yeah, let's get the king in charge. Edward VIII of Windsor. This is probably just like a... Oh god, lag. Oh yeah, somebody can have wall. It's probably just like... Yeah, it's... Yeah, Edward VIII and here he is again, Edward VIII. Now what the hell is going on over here? Apparently the Republic of China has come to exist. Oh god. They're allied with these fuckers. So then they're at war with the Allgemeine Ost-Geschlacht. Looks like Germany hasn't interfered yet. Okay, 1936 Dominion elections. Now that Afghanistan has been dealt with and the country is secured, King Edward has decided to hold elections. Four major parties are competing for the people's votes. The Indian Liberal Party and the Social Liberals, and the Social Democratic All Indian Home Rule Party and and finally the more conservative Unionist Party and the Hajat Khan. The Liberal Party wins. Market Liberals, Social Democrats, and Social Conservatives. Conservatives doesn't sound well, but hold on. Is there something that will change once I pick these? Suggestion has been held. Doesn't look like it. Really just what thing is in charge. Indian Liberal Party wins. Yeah, Indian Liberals. Yeah, market Liberals, whatever. Yeah, get the Liberals. So now the Liberals are a lot more powerful. They have 51.10%. That's something. Average popularity, good. Downfall and stability, bad. Just need to get our stability back up. Expand the Indian Railway Network. Yes, when the Indian Economy Act. Wonder what that is. Quetta and Peshawar. The Scientific and Academic Council. The Canadian government has formed the Imperial Scientific and Academic Council to better coordinate the research and efforts of member states of the British Empire. Canada has generously offered to fund the main operations of the council, so our government would only need to fund the efforts of our own scientists and academics in order to participate and share in the technological benefit. An interesting idea, I guess. Whatever the hell you're doing. Oh. Expand the Indian Rail Network. Continue to restore the rail networks. Well, first of all, let's get all the rail networks done, and then we'll do that Economy Act, whatever that is. Dispersed industry, constrained industry. Let's go with constrained industry, as per usual. Now, the problem will probably be with Economy Act. It's going to give us an event, which might mean that we'll need to lose political power in order to, well, do shit. So these are core states, so that means of ours, and the Afghanistan is just simply colony states. Conquered land is not called yet, but they might be in the future. Now, the reason why I did that is because, well, first of all, you just have one less neighbor to deal with, and it makes our nation bigger. But also, these are quite populated areas. For example, Delhi. In comparison to Delhi, fucking hell, I keep pressing the stupid buttons. Oh, yeah, those, yeah, these are not Those areas are nothing compared to the rest of my country. But anyway. Even in a fucking mountains, 3 million people live. Tibet and Mongolia are going to town, ladies and gentlemen. Well, 8k fucking guns behind. 8 fucking k. No wonder we lost a fucking civil war. Oops, sorry, I accidentally hit my thing again. Let's get radio. How's the Republic of China doing? I mean, weakening the passing of Sayyid Hussein, the architect of the gentry peasant Kisan political alliance that laid the groundwork for the powerful Unionist party, has passed away after a prolonged period of illness, having been absent from the day-to-day running of the party for prolonged periods of the time owing to his illness. Fazl Hussein will nevertheless be sorely missed within the conservative circles. Conservatives, I guess, yeah, and the Social Democrats. The real big problem is that we are surrounded by, like, we have 2 fronts pretty much, although you can consider the continuous fronts. Imperial Direction of King, I guess. Purple Conclave. Who will get elected as Pope? Oh god, no. This national populists are in charge. So Pope Julius VI, formerly Theodore Cardinal, is a man renowned for his passion. He had been involved in the running of the Italian Federation for many years and has declared syndicalism to be an evil he will battle until it's eradicated from the earth. Well, that's good to be, you know, when you're Indian Economy Act. Here we go. Our new Prime Minister decided to act in a major economic reform act. It is expected to encounter debate and resistance to the Chamber of Princes, however. That'll cost me political power, probably. I do not like the sound of that. But we need to do it if we want to reform the industry. Consolidate industry, there we go. Oh, you should probably research weapons 1. Oh god, that's Drew pain in the ass. We just need we're still using basic infantry equipment, for fuck's sake. What is this? Why do you... Okay, so I guess these guys have random problems over here. They're in the China First faction. Probably because China is trying to break free. Looks like they're on the winning side as well. And the Germans haven't joined in yet. The Allgemeine Ostasiengesellschaft. There we go. They don't have a focus tree, I believe. Nope, they don't. Sorry, I just spoke. These guys don't have a focus tree. The Kingdom of Durbar, nope, they don't have a focus tree. Bangladesh Commune, they do have a focus tree. All the nations have a focus tree. Persia, I believe, they have a focus tree. Nope, but the Ottomans do. Hashemite Arabia, you, no. Egypt, if you need it, nope, neither. There's still a lot of nations without a focus tree, but you can't give every nation a focus tree. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. The Indian Economy Act. Indian economy is falling apart. Okay, trade regulations, corrupt tax collectors, and the abhorrent lack of foreign investments is driving a sword through the neck of economic progress, calling for a liberalization of the thriftiness of our nation. The merchants, business magnates, and industrialists of in this valley are calling for reform to sweep the economic currents of the Dominion. The Premier himself is not ill-disposed to these ideas, which include a broad range of privatism, tax reforms, and an institution of inflation-controlling measures. However, such a strong dose of illiberalism might greatly upset the rural poor that still constitute the majority of the Dominion. Indian freedom and Indian greatness demand a free market economy. Still needs to be bad. Equals single markets, single nation. Yes, market liberals, free trade. Oh, free trade. Oh, ugh. Well, this will change our shit to free trade, which is not a good thing. I mean, I already on Mexico focus. I'm just going to do. That'll make all. I'm a market liberal, so I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm probably just going to change it. High popularity, nice. I'm probably just going to change it to expert focus in the next time I can. So in the industry, our new government has started to draft the Industry Rights Reform Act. In the Industry Act of 1936. Don't know who's winning this war. It looks like Tibet has been beaten back a little bit. That's for sure, but increase in stability. Aha. Well, we should be on our average stability. Underdeveloped economy. Romanov. Crown Dimitri. Oh god. Dimitri. Oh, they've changed some shit here. You can actually know they've given us some more thingies. Hold on a second. Just realized something. Oh. Have they changed some things here? These things. Don't remember that. Maybe they were there. Maybe they changed. I don't fucking know. What are we doing? Get artillery. Go. Actually, yeah, even our neighbors are not doing too well. You can see they're all low on strength. Problem is that we were too busy shooting each other. I forgot they might need guns in the future. Not really, but that's how I imagine it. Moskva. So Dmitry Romanov is in charge over here. So no democratic republic here. So Grand Dimitri as new Tsar and autocrats invite a legitimate Tsar. Okay, so the Indian Economy Act. Okay, so in the wake of our decision to restructure the landscape of Indian economy, calls have arisen from labor activists throughout the Dominion that our government should solidify the rights of both the industrial and agrarian workers. Although the factories spanning from Khyber Pass down to Gujarat are relatively scarce, legislation in favor of the workers might serve to stem the tide of syndicalist influence seeping into the trade unions. However, The backbone of the Liberal Party is founded on the support of business magnates and wealthy industrialists, a group fundamentally opposed to a strong and emancipated workers' movement. The government will have to take a controversial decision no matter what. Trade unionism is nothing but short but syndicalism restricted. Trade union is banned. Let us enforce workers' rights. They will power cost, but progressively. The proletariat shall no longer support the trade unions. So, union support by the government, which grants national unity minus 5%. The political power costs. Let us enforce workers' rights moderately, but progressively. There we go. And we need to select a new thingy. So now we can start building civilian factories. There we go. And in India, hold on. Oh yeah, I now remember what I want to do. The volunteer only is good for now. We'll go ahead and get export focus again. You know that thing we changed a few months ago? Yeah, it's back to normal. King declared war on the Shanking Triangle. Dum dum dum. And there we go, let's get construction 1. Where? Oh god, ugh. Ugh. The nightmares from having to build new guns. We're gonna go down this no matter what's first. I mean, like this gives you, sure, this only gives you 2, but then it gives you 3, then it gives you another 3, so that gives you 8 civilian factories, which is a lot. And this gives you 1, this gives you 2, and this gives you 3, so that's 6. No division in basic training, I know that, but I don't want to train. How, like, that doesn't make sense, game. You want me to train units, but I don't have the guns to support them. What else is this? Oh, it's snowing over here. This does look like snow. This looks like there's just a little bit of white jizz all over this Afghanistan. It's snowing all over the place. This weather. Still snowing Afghanistan. Still snowing. Austrian Empire declares war on Hungary. The crisis on the Danube. And hold on, where's that thing again? Yeah. Oh, day-night loop. Oh, I haven't played with this in a while. The Italian Federation declared war. I ain't got Romania, so Austria's war with the Italian Federation in Hungary. They're all with that. Oh, fucking hell. Wait. What? Wait, what? Why the fuck did Galicia, Volhynia join the Kingdom of Poland? I'm not sure. What was it called? Galicia, Lodomeria. I just still call it Galicia, Volhynia. Fuck off. Come on, Ungern from Sternberg. Roman von Ungern-Sternberg. The Austrian Empire declared war on Bohemia, but Bohemia has Bavarian units. And the United States declared war on itself 2 times. And we should see it 3rd time anytime soon. Now start building civilian factories. Done. Continue building civilian factories. Come on, declare war on yourself again. There we go. The 2nd time he declared war on himself. And the 3rd time he should declare war on himself. At least if these guys want to declare war on their Oh, yep, there we go. So everybody's so the United States declared war with itself 4 times in a row. It's probably a world record for that one. But anyway, oh shit, we're already 5 minutes over. If you enjoyed, just drop me a like in those comments right down below for instant more shit like this. Just subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Oops.